You're listening to 90.7 FM WKGC, Panama City.
And there's that theme music again, which means it's Tuesday at lunchtime, and you're listening to Sound Sessions here on WKGC, FM 90.7. Had a good show lined up for today. We have a young lady at the other end of the studio from me. We'll introduce her in a minute, but first we're going to go around the table. And the first person to my left here in clockwise direction would be Angela Small, or as I refer to her, Auntie. And how are you doing today, Auntie?
I am fantastic. I mean, it's Tuesday. There's no reason to be anything other than fantastic.
And
that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
And I see from the paperwork in front of you, there's a lot going on here. We're gonna be taking a look at what's going on around the area. Right after the first break, we're going to get started on that because you got must be a bunch of stuff going on.
It is a lot of stuff, and we really want to get all of that information out there.
Well, that's good. And sitting behind the desk, keeping us on the air, I hope, is Becca Stark. For now, is Becca Stark. How are you doing today, Becca?
I'm doing good.
Why is your finger wrapped up in a bandage?
Well, we're on the radio. If you hadn't said anything, no one would have known. But since
I'm not going to let something like that go. That's not going to happen.
Right, it's a big bandage.
It's a big bandage, isn't it?
Look, sometimes in life, you have to cut lettuce, and you didn't do it right, and you just have to deal with the consequences. And now we're here.
Okay. I had to say something because if I didn't, Angela would have. So you were going to face the consequences for that one way or another.
Yep.
And at the other end, Nikki Sunflower. Is that what should I refer to you as you have a real name too?
I have a real name, but let's go by Nikki Sunflower today.
And I've already mentioned it off air, but I can tell from your accent you're not from here.
I am not from here.
So not from over the water, over the pond, I believe. On the other side of the pond, you grew up?
Over the pond, overseas. Yeah, I was born in Bury, Manchester, which is the northwest. Mm-hmm. Not too far from Liverpool, which everyone knows that.
You sound slightly Liverpudlian. Yeah.
Slightly.
Slightly. Wish I had an English accent. I really do. You guys always sound like you know what you're talking about.
Most of the time.
Okay. I didn't say you know what you're talking about. You do sound like it. A very authoritative accent to have.
It's all an illusion.
Okay. And before we go much further, tell me a little bit about yourself. First of all, how did you start playing guitar? You're over there hugging on a very nice-looking Taylor. How did you get into the guitar world?
Well, I was kind of born into a musical family. My dad, he's a guitarist. My dad's ambidextrous. He can play left-handed and right-handed guitar.
Ooh.
And he's mainly a bass player as well by trade. I'm a twin, so when it was our 15th birthday, my brother wanted a guitar. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted, so I was just like, you know what, get me a guitar too, and then never looked back. So yeah.
So you've been at this a while. Did you take lessons? Is this something you were trained at, or is it just something you and your twin just worked your way through?
Pretty much self-taught by my father. He just sort of did us these chord sheets on the computer, showed us where to put our fingers, and was like, as long as you're in tune, there is no wrong way of playing, off you go. He wanted us to sort of develop our own playing styles rather than learn from someone else. So we pretty much self-taught.
Oh, great. What's your main theme when you're writing? I must admit I already know because I've listened to a bunch. I listen to everything, which is not a whole lot, but you do have a presence on Facebook and YouTube. So I think that if you want to see more or listen to more, you can look up. Some of it's under Nikki Holt, some of it's under Nikki Sunflower. Although I can see now you appear to be morphing into just using your stage name.
Yeah, branching out a little bit, but yeah, for sure.
Okay. How do you write? How do you come up with a song idea? Do you wake up in the middle of the night and scribble it on a pad next to the bed, or is it? Do you just say, okay, it's 9 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, and now's the time to sit down and write a song?
It's also many different ways. I could talk about the songwriting process for a long time, but My most recent ones, honestly, I just get in the shower and I just hear a melody, do 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 do, and then it goes from there. I mean, I'm a believer in, we pick out a lot of these things, for our path before we're born, and I just feel like I'm tapping into some sort of realm where these songs are already written, and I'm just sort of remembering them and getting them out for everyone to listen to.
Wow.
I've not really got one process. Sometimes I'll get some lyrics, sometimes I can finish a song in a couple of hours. There's probably still some songs that I'm working on after a few years. So every song is different because each song tells a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's. Speaking of songs telling a story, let's try a song. What's first up for us?
Let's do. I'll do Sugar Rush. I wrote this one when it snowed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was kind of locked in the house for 3 days, and what else are you going to do apart from pick up the guitar? This is one that came to me, just the melody, do 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 do, and the song just kind of wrote itself. So it's a local favourite.
Okay. So this is Sugar Rush.
Sugar Rush. Alrighty.
Right.
Times to me it's true. You got me out of my head. You got me out of my head. You got me out of my head. Was feeling all alone, like better off dead. You got me out of my head. If so, let's end it. Go ahead and friend me. I want the real thing. I want the real thing. I want the real thing. Don't mind me letting my heart sing. I want the real thing. I'll take my shot. Am I in love with you or not? Am I in love with you or not? Am I in love with you or not? I know I'm not your type, but so what? Am I in love with you or not? About you all day, called you up tonight just to convey. You know I will get my way. You know I will get my way. You know I will get my way. And it might not be today, but you know I will get my way. Just into the slower pace. I know I'm not your type, but so what? And I don't care if you're ready or not. I don't care if you're ready or not. I don't care if you're ready or not. It would be wrong not to take a shot. I don't care if you're ready or not. I don't care if you're ready or not. I don't care if you're ready or not. I know I'm not your type, but so what? I don't care if you're ready or not.
Very, very nice. And so you just sat down and wrote this. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible songwriter, and I'm just always fascinated by people who can just sit down and put pencil to paper and come up with something like that.
Yeah, to me it wrote itself with the "I don't care if you're ready or not." It's like, get a good hook, just keep repeating it until you can repeat it no more. Keep repeating it until people roll their eyes at you, and then that's when you stop.
Well, that's a different songwriting philosophy than I've heard before. How do you find being a musician in this area? I mean, it's changed a lot since I moved here in the 80s, so in 80 actually, and it has changed a lot since then. This was a place where you played Southern rock, or you played Jimmy Buffett, or you didn't play. There's almost no place to do original music, and now everywhere I go, people are playing original music.
Yeah. It's really great, I think, to find an area that can do that. I've been here for 6-7 years, and I heard that the scene went away a lot during the hurricane, during COVID, all of these things that happened. So I feel like I'm part of the rebirth of the scene, and that's almost like my purpose, to be here. But you're right, we've got like Monday Night Little Fest where people can do all original music. I'm really, really, a key player in that part of the scene to get people to write their music. It's part of self-expression, which for me is part of my mental health. Yeah. That's the main reason why I do it. And I do it to be authentic. I don't do it to be good. I do it just to be authentic and to share my gift with the world, and that's how I encourage other people too.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's an absolutely great attitude. You are sharing little bits of yourself with people, and sometimes you talk about things that might be bothering somebody in the audience, and then they realize, well, I'm not alone. Other people have that. Mm-hmm. So I don't care if you're ready or not. I like your hook. I'm sorry. But how do you like, we were talking off air about Roberts Hall, which is a favorite place of mine, and it is actually kind of turned into a serious listening place. I mean, it's you don't go there to have a beer and a conversation with somebody when the music's playing. You're pretty much there to listen to and enjoy the artist. And I kind of like that. There are a few other places around here that are like that, or if not, you can go to one of the restaurants or something where people are kind of half listening to music in the background. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, you're going to see more of that, I think. There's not many venues around in general just for music, let alone listening rooms. Mm-hmm. So we're really trying to promote that kind of, economy in the music scene. Sit down, listen to the artist. Mm-hmm. You've got a lot of people that will just play for 3 hours at a restaurant, and that's ambient music. It's covers, songs that people know. Mm-hmm. And I'm not knocking it. It's got a purpose, and it's great for the people that can do that. But I also think that there's a route opening up for people, like myself, to have original music. And you can do it from you don't have to move somewhere these days to do it. You used to have to move to Nashville, used to have to move to Vegas, but now you can do it from your bedroom, which I think I want to be a pioneer of, that sort of generation. We can do this from our houses.
You can do it from anywhere.
Yeah,
sure.
From anywhere.
How about one more?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Let's do like hooks. This one's called Astrology Song. This is one of the songs that I started writing a few years ago when I picked up the guitar again. Just the lyrics flow so easily. I call it Astrology Song because I like all the astrology references. So yeah, play this one for you. Astrology Song.
Tell we don't know for sure. Maybe things go back to how they were before. Maybe I'll return and I want you more. Devilish magician and a deep blue sea. I lay awake at night, what have you done to me? Loving you like boom boom over the moon. is just a dream. Don't stop me asking. Little more, a little more. A little more, a little more. Saturn's in Pisces and I'm in denial. There's something that I like about making you smile. You can pretend you don't know what I mean. Never seen such perfect synastry. Little more, a little more. A little more, a little more. Say I traveled far, I'll give you some credit for all those times that you've been round the sun. My hips wanna dance all over your love. Let's let it loose, see what it does. Little more, a little more. A little more, a little more. We'll get past if a mistake is made. Watch me blame it on a planetary retrograde. Listen to your heartbeat instead of your age. Chiron in the 7th got you stuck in a haze. Little more, a little more. A little more, a little more. I just can't stop staring at you. Don't really have any plans to. Your eyes paint the sky such a perfect blue. When you were my pride, I don't know what to do. Actually, I don't even care. I don't even care. Didn't like you anyway, so there. I'll just run away. This makes me scared. Will this thing burn out or be explored? Time will only tell, we don't know for sure. Maybe things go back to how they were before. Maybe I'll return, I don't want you more. Little more, a little more. Little more, a little more. Loving you is like a tidal wave. I jump in at first, I can't be saved. I'm a stubborn wild lion, but you got your ways. Just can't leave, I just can't stay. Little more, a little more. A little more, a little more.
Thank you.
I'm beginning to get a little bit of a handle on your style. You do very definitely have a not only singing style, but also kind of the word pictures you paint where it goes, and it's fairly unique, I think.
Thank you.
I have another question, which has something to do with music, but not a whole lot. Why do people with British accents sing without an accent? The Beatles were I grew up around the Beatles, and they had, they sounded like you. They sounded like they were from Liverpool, and yet not so much on the music.
People say that to me. I don't know. I'm not doing it deliberately. Whether it was because of the music that I listen to, I don't know. Whether I listen to a lot of American singers, I don't know. My main influence, I consider Bryan Adams one of my main influences. He's Canadian, so whether it's maybe I need to learn some British sailor songs and just really double down on the accent,
something
like that.
Some pub music of some sort, because I just was kind of getting lost in your lyric there, and I'm going, Wait.
Where's the accent?
Where's that accent? I think is cool. What happened to it?
Where'd it go?
Where did it go? Anyway, I think we probably need to take a break here, and when we get back, Angela's going to catch us up on what's going on around town.
Yes, I'm going to give you just some of the stuff.
Some
it's
of it.
So much, so
we have 2 breaks worth, don't we?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Support for WKGC comes from the Florida Department of Health, who is working to increase water safety awareness. Drownings are a leading cause of unintentional death of children ages 1 to 4. Water safety is everyone's responsibility. Learn more at watersmartfl.com.
Out here in the middle of these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on Earth. That's how it feels when you're struggling with your mental health. But you don't have to feel alone. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
This symphony by William Dawson premiered in 1934 at Carnegie Hall in New York City. It got a standing ovation, and the entire piece had to be played again as its own encore. Dawson's Negro Folk Symphony on the next Performance Today from APM.
Weekdays at 6 p.m. on WKGC.
And we're back here on Sound Sessions on WKGC FM 90.7. I'm Tom Hoots, and we're about to get our favorite auntie over here to bring us up to date on who's playing where, when, and possibly in some cases why.
Maybe. Well, the local music and comedy scene is absolutely buzzing this week. Now, from today, June the 17th, through Monday, there are plenty of chances to catch some fantastic live performances. Now, kicking things off tonight, you can find KB at Edgewood Beach Resort at 8 p.m., Britt Reynolds at Pineapple Willie's, Jamal Terry at Hammerhead Fred's, and Clay Musgrave rocking Runway Island. And we also have Wicked Smooth Duo at Little Village and Finn's, and Jay Gurley at the Alibi Beach Lounge and Grill. Now on Wednesday, get ready for some unique sounds. Now we have the Ukulele Orchestra of St. Andrews at Mosey's downtown from 6 to 8 p.m. Now if you love a good laugh, it's also Comedy Open Mic Night at St. Andy's Sports Pub from 8 to 10. Plus more live music from Brian Muth at Little Village, Ryan Keefe at Hammerhead Fred's, and Gene Mitchell at Runway Island. Now on Thursday, we have the summer concert series at Aaron Besson Park Amphitheater with Buku Groove. The House of Henry's Irish Pub will have Cody John Bennett live from 7 to 10. We've got the Salt Rock Revival at the Dive in Salty St. Andrews. Also on Thursday, Sean Williams will be at Pineapple Willie's, Heidi and Kevin Duo at Hammerhead Fred's, Jamal Terry at Runway Island, and Charlie Reese at Little Village and Finn's.
Wow. So I don't really going to put up with a lot of complaints. There's nothing to do around here right now.
Right. It's a lot, and there's more that we'll get into.
We're gonna pick up the rest of this and probably get into the reason why our guest is here today. Right after our next break. So, got another tune over there for us, ma'am?
Absolutely. Alrighty, this next one's called. I like to be as original as possible with my titles. There is that. So it's this one's called I Don't Think They Got a Name for This, because I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
Don't think you could understand. There's something about you that I can't resist. I don't think they got a name for this. The unique textures of your name, the things about us that are just the same. I I guess I better start making a list. I don't think they got a name for this. Everything was falling apart. How did you get up inside my heart? Now I've been dreaming about your kiss. I don't think they got a name for this. The way it rolled like a movie, like a wave, you crashed into me. Sounds kinda crazy, but you get the gist. I don't think they got a name for this. Or dreaming, please bring me back to reality, 'cause I could stay forever on your lips. I don't think they got a name for this. Is this infatuation, or am I just mistaken? I want you badly, baby, I insist. I don't think they got a name for this.
Thank you.
Well, that's a strange title of a song for somebody who, according to my little write-up over here, has two names.
Well,
You
two names for me, no names for the song. There you go.
Okay, well, I don't think Sunflower would fit the song, so we won't borrow
Maybe
that
not.
one from you. Maybe not. What is your performance schedule? Not necessarily what do you do? I mean, how many times a week do you perform? How many times a month do you perform? Do you do solos? Are you generally in a group? Kind of clue us in on all that.
I generally play by myself. I have 1 or 2 gigs a week. You can find me every Wednesday night at Thistle and Thorn doing an open mic, promoting new people, maybe trying out some of my new material. But generally been playing around town, been getting more gigs in the last few months. You know, you'll find me at Little Village, Papa Joe's Bayside, Millie's, all the regular places really. So you can keep up with me on social media under my Nikki Sunflower Facebook page. See where I am.
Yeah. What's it like doing an open mic night? That's not something I've ever stepped into, trying to MC an open mic night. What is it like? How do you approach that? I mean, again, I'm sure a lot of people are coming, kind of creeping up on the microphone very hesitantly, trying to summon the courage to perform. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with the people that really probably shouldn't be performing?
Just treat them like everyone else. Their space there is just as important as the professionals. We're there to celebrate everyone. It's a safe space for everyone to create, and we get all types. I mean, it is a bit of it can be random. You don't really know what you're going to get. I used to do pre-sign-ups and get people to do it ahead of time, but I wanted to keep it a true open mic. Sometimes we'll get local professionals coming in, just wanting to take a guitar for a spin. Sometimes we'll get people that we can get some people in their 60s and 70s that have never ever performed in front of people before.
Wow.
And those are the sort of ones that you're like, wow, this isn't just 16, 17-year-olds picking up the guitar for the first time. This is like, older people that have only ever played in their bedroom, and it's like, I've never ever played live before. They've never ever had a gig. And these are the sort of people that we want to lift up and we want to celebrate in the local community, because they're just as important, like I said, as everyone else. They're a cog in an important machine.
Well, it's amazing to me. I've been in the music business around here doing production and shows and that sort of thing for the last 30 years or more. And it's just amazing to me. Since COVID, there has been an explosion of talent showing up here. I mean, before before Michael, we had a double hit. This place just took a double hit. We took Michael, and everything was broken.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bat got it fixed, and we weren't allowed to go anymore. We were all sheltering in place. It's just amazing how many people that are out there performing that I was totally unaware of. I mean, I never heard of you other than until Tim sent me your name, and I went, oh, I don't know this person. I have to go on YouTube and see who she is. And it's just amazing because you just rattled off a whole bunch of, you rattle off names all the time already. And a lot of these people I've heard of, Angela did, and a lot of them, about half those names I've not heard of, which is just amazing to me. So we're getting a lot more people into music now than we were, which might make it a fun place to be for a while, you know?
Yeah. I think COVID did that for a lot of people. It definitely did it for me. You know, everyone's staying at home. It's like, what else are you going to do apart from pick up the guitar? You know, and it's like, if not now, when? You know, got to start performing. That's what it did for me. In many ways, I'm glad that it happened. It shook me up. You know, and I got here 5 weeks before the hurricane. So I saw it a little bit, what it was like before the hurricane, but I'd only just arrived. That was like, welcome to the neighborhood. You know?
Welcome to the neighborhood.
We have hurricanes here.
Congratulations,
okay.
You have no more trees.
I'm not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah, I hope you didn't have a dog named Toto, because it almost felt like that.
Got blew away.
Yeah. But this area took a tremendous hit, and I'm so glad to see the music community coming back. Now, before Michael, we had the Marina Civic Center, which was an absolutely tremendous venue. It seated 2,500 people, and we would have nationals running in and out of here, as well as local groups, and you know, do fundraisers with a bunch of local musicians and all that. And then we had one of my favorite venues ever, which was the Martin Theater. It was a joy to work in. The place was acoustically as good as any place I've ever worked. And it would hold, you know, northward of 500 people, but it had the way it was laid out and the real steep rake. It was turned out still to have it was kind of like 500 of your best friends, you know, because they were right there in front of you. And now we've lost both of those. The Martin, I hope, comes back at one point or another. In the Civic Center, they bulldozed it up into a pile and took it away in dump trucks. So that's a real shame. We'll probably never see anything here, at least on this side of the bridge, where you could have a national act come in and perform.
I'm hopeful. I think something's going to change. I really think we're going to see something. This is just my opinion. I've not got any inside scoop or anything, but where the old mall is, there's a huge opportunity there. And I've heard talks of maybe like an amphitheater where the Civic Center used to be. I have hopes.
I'd seen the drawings on the amphitheater. It's more like 500 people rather than 2,500. But you know, we're ways off 10. You could get buy dates here with some of the traveling nationals, but the tickets would be so expensive in under 1,000 that nobody could afford the tickets. You know, because those are, you know, these big production shows are very expensive to put on, and the you know, if you want to get a big name band in here, they're just expensive. So love to see it, but I hope it does happen. I suspect more likely it's going to be on the beach than on this side, because that's where all the growth is right now. And you know, they've done a great job at Aaron Bessett. I mean, that replacing the old stage with that new stage, it's got some real amenities to it, and they can comfortably handle a lot of people out there.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Okay. How about another one? Another one. Yeah, we're very greedy. We're going to make you work for your radio spot. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'd love to. Okay, well, this next one's called Big Mouth, Small Town.
Oh, dear.
Kind of wrote it about me a little bit. Got a little bit of a big mouth. I like to speak about a lot of things. This has got another one of my favourite hooks that I've written. It's all about the hooks. So this one's Big Mouth, Small Town.
Everyone knows what's going down. Big mouth, small town secrets gone the car in park. Wasn't that late, it wasn't that dark. Might not have been slick, might not have been smart. Gotta admit I got a reckless heart. I'm telling you straight, I put the car in park. Wasn't that late, it wasn't that dark. Might not have been slick, might not have been smart. Gotta admit I got a reckless heart. Collateral noise when I take you down. Big mouth, small town just can't keep it to himself. Quiet show, loudly tell about that new addiction. Between the fire and friction, telling you straight, I put the car in park. Wasn't that late, it wasn't that dark. Might not have been slick, might not have been smart. Gotta admit I got a reckless heart. I'm telling you straight, I put the car in park. Wasn't that late, it wasn't that dark. Might not have been slick, might not have been smart. Gotta admit I got a reckless heart. Telling you straight, I put the car in park. Wasn't that late, it wasn't that dark. Might not have been slick, might not have been smart. Gotta admit I got a reckless heart.
Thank you.
Yes, very, very nice. Yeah, that fits in with that. That fits in with your. You know, I like your style, and that one also fits in with the style. You're going to go ahead and find a hook line and make sure we remember it.
I call it fluffy punk. I don't know why. It just came to me one day. People sometimes say, what sort of music do you play? I don't know. Power pop, fluffy punk. Call it that.
Puffy? Okay. Fluffy punk.
Fluffy punk.
I can't say that, so I'm going to leave that alone. I think let's take another break, and when we get back, we're going to go over some more things going on around here, and Nikki's going to tell us why she's here, other than just being a very nice entertainer and keeping us amused for an hour.
Thank you.
This is Mingo. If you think you've heard it all, think again. Jazz for the Night Owls.
Monday through Thursday at 10 p.m. on 90.7 FM WKGC.
When you join the United States Air Force, you don't just get a job, you earn a great living too. Starting something new can be daunting, but joining a supportive community like the Air Force can help. The Air Force works hard to make sure all its airmen and their families enjoy the highest quality of life. From healthcare facilities and recreational activities to schools and shopping centers, every base has everything you need to find a comfortable work-life balance. So much more than a job. The Air Force offers everything you need to be your best self, both inside and outside of the uniform. Contact me, Staff Sergeant Rosemarie McGill, at 334-451-4217 to learn more information.
And we're back. You're listening to Sound Sessions here on WKGC FM 90.7. I'm Tom Hoots, and we're going into the third half of our show, as they used to say on Car Talk. And I think we're going to start off with Auntie's going to give us a few more things, and then we'll get Nikki to explain what is going on at Roberts Hall this weekend.
All right. Continuing where we left off, which was at Friday. Now, Panama City Center for the Arts will host a Motown tribute with the Will Thompson Band. Over at Mosley's Downtown, we have Psych Night with Grave Chorus, Elder Flovers, Nightmare Cutie Pie, and local vendors from 7 to 11 p.m. Now, the House of Henry's will also have a double feature starting at 6 p.m. Now, for laughs, you can catch Panama City Comedy at Lake Town Wharf at 8. And the 2000s Rock Emo Night with J-Time kicks off a 3-day run at Foghorn's Bar and Package. Now, Saturday, June 21st, is packed as well as the rest of these days. Now, we've got the second annual Groove Fest 2025 at downtown Panama City Marina, running from 4 to 10 p.m., and tickets are required for that event, okay? Now, comedy-wise, you have two options, Panama City Comedy at Mosey's Downtown or the Pride Fest Comedy Show at the House of Henry's. Now, both of those are at 7:30. Now, for music, Mike Kennebrew is playing at the Rep Theater in Santa Rosa Beach. Cody John Bennett and Salvato will be at Little Village and Finn's during the day and the evening. Now, we also have an event happening at Roberts Hall on Saturday, at which our guest is going to be a part of. So can you tell us a little about that event?
Absolutely. So on Saturday, June the 21st, from 4 till 9, we've got Chick Fest. So it's pretty much a celebration of local female creatives that me and Tim Parrish just came up with. So performing on that day, we've got Reckless, we've got Ashley Feller, Anastasia Dengrand, we've got Marianne Parrott, we've got Whiskey Kate, Casey Phelps, me, Nikki Sunflower, Sarah Heath, and we've got Tracy Mick. And hosting the entire thing will be Trisha Veldman, and she's going to do some of her spoken word and poetry. We've got 11 vendors downstairs. And then also want to give a shout out to our sponsors for this event. So we've got Full Heart Rentals, we've got Steve's Bike Shop, Gypsy Willow, and thank you to Capstone House. Thank you to our vendors and our sponsors and our performers.
Okay, have you guys done any? Are you playing in group or just all going to perform individually?
So it's going to be individual performances. Each person's going to perform for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
So the music starts at 4:30. So you can imagine 30-minute in increments going up until about 9:30.
Wow, so that's going to be quite the afternoon and evening of music at that point.
Yeah, we've got a lot of different varieties for you. We've got some more sort of like bluegrass style from Ashley Feller, got some easy listening from Tracy Mick, all different types. And it's really just about celebrating these local female creatives. The inspiration behind it really was that it's not against anything. It's just that, the music industry has been largely male-dominated for a long time. So I just wanted to sort of celebrate the local female creators that we've got and just put together a little event, and it's just amazing what this town can create. I want people to come to the event and really look around and be like, wow, Yeah,
and that's only the ladies. we have another group later.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's amazing. And again, I can't say enough about Roberts Hall. It's a great place to go and listen to music. It's been there forever.
Been there for a very long time.
Very long.
You've got all that good music energy, going through there. The sound is always amazing in there. Mm-hmm. Anywhere where you've got hardwood floors.
Yeah.
That's the secret. Hardwood floors, you're going to get a good sound out of there.
Yeah.
So.
And you guys are performing upstairs, and there's going to be vendors downstairs, right?
It's going to be Vendor Village downstairs, and then we're going to be performing upstairs from 4:30 onwards, and we're going to have some food there as well from Get Stewed 850. We'll have some barbecue chicken, so we've got food available for people too. Okay. It's going to be just a great day for musicians, creatives. Just come down and hang out and just immerse yourself in some of the local talent. Just get out there and listen. That's what I say to anybody. You don't need to follow these big artists that, you pay $120 for the tickets. Come out to your local music scene and just see what's out there. That's what I'd encourage anyone to do.
Yeah, it is, as I keep saying, it's amazing what is going on out there. And if there's any more going on out there, Angela's going to have to get her own show just to talk about what's going on out there, I think. You probably have some more, don't you?
I do. I have just...
You had that look about you, like, I'm not... Yeah, stop talking, I'm not done yet.
Right, so wrapping up the weekend on Sunday the 22nd, you can still catch the final day of the 2000s Rock Emo Night with J-Time at Foghorns, and Matt Law's Flying Dog Open Mic will be at Little Village and Finn's from noon till 4. Now, if you're looking for early week entertainment, on Monday we've got Clay Musgrave at Runway Island from 6 to 9 p.m., Now, if you are a local musician or band with performances on the horizon, be sure to send us your show information. We would love to help spread the word to our listening audience. Now, you can reach us, you can find us on Facebook at Sound Sessions, Connect with us on Instagram at SoundSessions907 or simply shoot us an email at soundsessions907@gmail.com. Now, while you're at it, be sure to follow us on all our social media channels. And for an extra treat, head over to YouTube and check out our fantastic live in-studio performances as they are uploaded, of course. Just search.
Wait a minute. Why are you looking at me when you said that? Wait, just hang on a second.
Because I need the footage in order to put it up on the YouTube channel.
I know. I'm the one who edits the footage from this, and sometimes I don't get it quite fast enough for my producer, and I get a frowny face.
Right. Now, you can find us on YouTube at WKGC Sound Session 907. And remember, we are here to support local talent. So be sure to let us know what you've got coming up.
And we'll get the word out for you out there. So, okay, Nikki, how about another song?
Another song.
Another song.
Right.
Go figure. You're still hugging that guitar over there, so I figure you're ready to go.
All right. I think a big part of the songwriting process for me was being able to speak my truth. And there's probably a version of me that would have cringed at some of the songs that I would sing now. You know, it's like love songs that I probably wrote about, you know, people that I know in my life. So a big part of it was just pushing through that. And this is one that the melody came to me in the shower, genuinely. It was do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And you'll see why in a bit. This one's called Honey, Just Trust the Process. Do you even know how much I love you? Do you even know how much I care? All I'm trying to do is love you, love you. Do you even know how much I care? When you said forever, I didn't realize you meant it in terms of time. That's quite expensive. Dancing round your heart, hoping to cash in. Look around you, all we do is win. We've had our share of fights and stormy nights. Walked away, slammed the door, said it's not right. I went to town, looked around and found no other way. I'm a sucker for your games, I like the way you taste. Do you even know how much I love you? Do you even know how much I care? All I'm trying to do is love you, love you. Do you even know how much I care? Made in heaven or maybe hell. Either way, stuck together, we're doing well. The fire to your flame, the storm to your sea. And even if I wanted to, I could not set you free. Not without me. You say I'm crazy, well maybe you're right. I chase you around the universe day and night. Through the stars and planets, I'll follow your lead. Even on planet Earth, just where you wanna be. Do you even know how much I love you? Do you even know how much I care? All I'm trying to do is love you, love you. Do you even know how much I care? Loudmouth, a rebel, heart on my sleeve. I've told everybody, even said it to the trees. Nikki, you're forgetting you're in the South. I don't care, baby, I just can't shut my mouth. I can be a hot mess, how my embers glow. A chaotic heart that won't go slow. Hot dang, you surprise my eyes. I gotta say, what a great disguise.
I love that line. You weren't looking up, but you cracked up your audience with the line about being in the South, especially my producer over here who doesn't seem to care about stuff like that. Being in the South, she's going to say what she means.
But I have a quick question. Now, you said at the beginning that your brother actually wanted a guitar, and so you was like, okay, is your brother playing music?
He makes music still. We used to play in a band together when we were like 17 or 18. We had a great time. We played London, we played Leeds, we went all around. And then life happened. I got a job, and I wasn't as dedicated to the band. They kicked me out of the band. But then the band broke up 2 weeks later because I was the band. But then he did a few bands on and off. He's back over in England still. He plays music every now and again.
Okay.
He's left-handed and I'm right-handed.
Okay.
That would make I was thinking that would make an interesting video with the two of you playing side by side because you'd have a guitar neck sticking out each way.
It would, wouldn't it?
It would, wouldn't it?
Whole different meanings, twin guitars.
Exactly. Twins with guitars is what we could call it. So does he ever come over and visit you? Yeah,
he does. It's been a while, but the next visit is my parents are coming to visit at the end of August, so that should be fun. They get to meet all my friends and get to see me play music and. Yeah, my dad's going to be very happy about that. So.
Okay. Well, is your dad going to bring a guitar, or are you just going to supply one while he's here?
I'll supply one while he's here, and we can get him to play some music too.
We were talking off air about Chris Woods and his daughters playing together. I love that family thing. I really do. There's nobody it just doesn't quite work out as well with, even no matter how good your friends are and how much you practice as... Yeah. I think Chris said something about it's driving down the road singing songs in the car endlessly that actually tightens everything up. And it would be just interesting. Maybe we need to try to convince you to come back here with your brother and your father and do something.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. I think it would.
Right. Let's put it out there. Let's get them to come over.
Yeah. Now, do you ever get back to the home country?
I've not been back in about 2 years, so it's been a while, but every now and again.
Go back and refresh the accent.
Yeah, that's it. Go back and then,
Load up.
I can do that with a phone call. Speak to my mum and dad and then refresh it right up.
It's just amazing. You have obviously a fairly stiff accent, and yet you sing your songs pretty much without accent. Now,
I'm going to think about that.
Yeah, you sort of got this, Ohio thing going where there's no discernible accent. It's not Southern, it's not Northern, it's just very much Middle America. Your singing accent is kind of what you want when you're going to be a newscaster or something.
I do play some Southern songs. So I do some like Eric Church and Thomas Rhett covers, and I can pull out a good Southern twang when I play those ones. Friday at 5. work. I can pull out a good Southern twang on that. You got to,
Okay, well, another dimension to your music would be sculpting your accent to go with the genre of music you're currently performing.
Absolutely. And why stop there? You can start to do Australian songs about, kangaroos and, just branch out, do a whole international album, different accents.
Yeah, well, get busy on it. I'm
get to work.
Get to work on it. I want to hear this. We will. Okay, we better get going.
Right, we do have time for one more song, but we might want to get her contact information before we do that.
I think that's very much, and that's when I realize I'm chattering on, and I haven't asked people how they can buy her music, if there's any for sale, how they can get hold of you, how they could maybe find you to book you. If you wanted to do that, how would one go about that?
You best off finding me on Facebook, really. Nikki Sunflower, my profile come right up. No music to buy, but you can stream my music online anywhere you're listening to music. So YouTube, Apple, Spotify. I've got at least 7 or 8 tracks out there. I'm working more on my YouTube side of things at the minute, kind of trying to put stuff on YouTube. So definitely give me a subscribe on YouTube, Nikki Sunflower. So I'll be at Nikki Sunflower Music. Will be the tagline. I'm on Instagram too. So keep up with me online is the best way, for sure.
And you you would be available for bookings if somebody had something.
I'm available
to go
for
on?
bookings. I would like to play more music. I would like to play more music around town in supporting areas. You know, if someone's listening from Destin, I'd love to come play music over there. You know, anywhere. I'd like to spread my joy, my music, and really inspire other people to play. That's really my whole why I want to play. I want to inspire other people to play.
Okay, I think we're gonna. I think we're going
Saturday at Roberts Hall.
And Saturday at Roberts Hall with a whole bunch of friends upstairs with vendors downstairs. It should be fun. I mean, it really should be.
Never blessed.
Yeah, and I want to thank Tim for hooking you up here with
Tim.
us. So yeah, thanks, Tim. He's always. I know he's listening because he always listens. And thanks for getting Nikki over here. Appreciate it. And we'll continue to keep a good, close eye on what's going on at Roberts Hall because it is a gem, and we all need to support that. I think we'll get you to kind of play us out here.
All right.
And we'll just fade you out. I don't think there's enough time for a whole song, but we'll let you go ahead. We'll let you go ahead and play out here, and then we'll go straight on into Walter Hale's Jazz in a Minor Key is next. So, stay tuned if you like some nice smooth jazz. And this has been Sound Sessions here on WKGC FM 90.7.
All right, thank you for having me. This is Homemade Rove. My sweet mind to you. I got time for you. What does it look like? Shining so bright in my eyes. Sweeter wish of what does it feel like? Oh, be honest. I wanna know what it's like to have a lover like me, a renegade soul like me. To have a lover like me, a renegade soul like me, a cool operator like me, homemade rogue like me, a whisper in the wind like me, homemade rogue like me, a whisper in the wind like me, old soul like me.
There's a hole here where you left me, and I just can't fill it. Lord knows I've done everything to try.
You're listening to 90.7 FM WKGC, Panama City.